to your love reading for January. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you and your love. Okay. Best message, please, for Pisces. And this is going to be you and them. So, let's see. And if you watch a different video, you might notice that the layout is different. I'm still messing around with the layout. So, let's see what's going on with you, Pisces. What do you have over here? Free yourself. Oh. Wanting to free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, let's see why. Using the same cards. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your rising or your moon. Okay, let's see what's going on. This is going to be you first and then them. So this is kind of like what you're feeling about them, how you feel about the situation at hand and love. Oh, you've lost the passion. What the? You've lost that passion. You're not staying optimistic about this love at all. But you have children involved. So some of you, not maybe a lot of you, have children involved. If you don't have children involved, don't worry about that. Just throw that away, guys, okay? I'm just glad it came out at the end. Kind of like, over here, just in case there is no children involved. But for a lot of you, there is children involved, but you have definitely lost the passion within this relationship. You're not staying optimistic about this relationship at all. It feels like the only reason you're even there is because of the children. Putting in the effort for the kids. They could be young, maybe they're teenagers, maybe you're waiting for them to get older to skip out. Who knows, right? Everybody has their own story. But for now, it just feels like the reason I haven't skipped out and taken any action on the situation is because of the children. Like I said, if you don't have any children, then there could be another reason why you haven't done so. Like I said, you just throw that part away. Coming underneath your love over here, how they feel about you, Pisces. They think you're deceptive. What? Yeah, they just think that you're just like wearing a false mask. Well, it's kind of funny because you are, though, in its own way. So they might be a little intuitive to this relationship. They do feel like you are wearing a false mask, like you are with them, but you don't want to be. Because someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship, so they see right through this mask, and it's right underneath the passion. It's because they know that there's no passion. So I really do believe they do know. They say they just want to love themselves right now. They don't even want to give love back to you right now either. And they're paying attention to all the little red flags that you're pushing out. So it's almost like they kind of know. There's no real trust within this situation either. But it's kind of crazy because I have the worth waiting for over here. That's crazy. So, what? You might be waiting for somebody else to come through. You may be waiting for that perfect love. You might be waiting on something else. Yeah. Waiting for the one to come in, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like I'm just kind of holding on over here to strings until I can find someone that I can actually give my love to, or waiting for that special moment in my life, however it is. But they definitely are just loving themselves, so they're definitely not showing you any love at this time, and you don't have really the passion to give back to them anyways. So yeah, it's kind of like I'm kind of done now. I think that at a time you tried to give as much as you could, but we're going to find out why all of this is this way to begin with, right? They do see your false mask over here. But let's see, also bringing out some tarot cards, what in the world is going on over here? Backsliding relationship. It feels like this relationship has just been backsliding. You have a lack of inner joy. That's why you're not staying optimistic about the situation. Like your inner happiness is just done. And you're just, with the children, you're just waiting for the ending. Yeah, for some of you, you're just waiting for the children to, you know what I'm saying, to grow up or be at a certain age where they understand why you can't be together anymore, or something like this. You see what I'm saying? So you're just waiting for that change. There's a, like I said, for those of you who have children, or those of you, like I said, you just take that piece out. For others of you who are actually just really waiting, and I think for the majority of you, you're really waiting for something else to come through, for another love to come in. For the deception over here, they think you're wearing a false mask, but they're trying to be the leader in this situation. You guys could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, or some kind of fire sign. Doesn't have to be. But they definitely do feel like, you know what, they're just being the leader, taking the role. They do know that this relationship is challenged, but they're not really thinking about it. They're just doing it and letting it go too. You guys are just, I think if you guys have children, you're both doing it for the children. I think you both know this. There's just a lot, love yourself first, because there's a lot of conflict and, you know, within this situation, a lot of disagreements. Like you guys can't agree. Shoot, you guys can't agree to disagree. You know what I mean? I mean, literally to the point where it's like hamburgers are good. They know it's good, but because you said they're good, they're going to say they're not good. But yet then they're going to go get a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? I hate hamburgers. And then they end up with a hamburger. I mean, literally that's like, you know what I mean? With the pay attention to the red flags, it's just them. They have jealousy issues. What are they jealous of, Pisces? Insecurities, jealousness, and selfishness. They think that maybe you're being a little selfish. They think that you might even be a little introverted, like you're not really, you know, around a lot. Maybe you only give the love to the children. This gives them insecurities, though, too. They may already be insecure. They see you as disconnected. Literally disconnected. Like, you're not even there. Let's just see, you know, why. Why is Pisces? Let's get these cards out. Why is Pisces? Why is Pisces hanging on so tight, right? If it's not children. Let's just put it that way. If it's not children, then why is Pisces holding on so tight? Let's put it that way. Because if those who have children, we already know. Why is Pisces holding on so tight? Why are they holding on so tight to something they don't want? Why are they hanging around? Two cards coming out. Waiting for the perfect time to detach. Then you know you're not strengthening any bonds. You know there's no real joy. There could be stability, but no joy and stability within the relationship itself. Trusting at the perfect timing, that's what I'm hearing. Just, yeah. Let's get some cards on those. Detach. Waiting for the perfect time to detach. Waiting for the perfect time. Looks like I'm just waiting for that death card to come up. That's the same as the death card, so waiting for that perfect moment. What is the perfect moment for Pisces? High Priestess. Building something. You're building something. Okay, maybe you're saving money, building up to leave. Maybe you don't have enough financial security just yet. Maybe you guys make a lot of money, so you're building up. That makes sense. Waiting for time. It's all about time, but I said that before. I heard that with the trust. Time. Waiting for the perfect timing. And the strengthening bonds, there's a love over here. Using inner. I think you guys are waiting for either another loved one, either another love to come through at the perfect timing, or you're waiting for the universe to throw you a new love or that perfect timing. Maybe you're manifesting. I mean, you have your intuition over here. You could be manifesting a new love to come through as you're getting stabilized over here, saving money, doing the things you're supposed to do. You could be manifesting new love. Repressed emotions. Yeah. Hoping on a star. Wishing. I think you guys are calling in a soulmate. Manifesting a soulmate. Someone to love you, enjoy you, respect you, the way maybe you guys used to do. Absolutely. That's absolute. I see that. And focused a lot. I'm telling you guys, you're focused a lot on this star over here. You guys are calling in a soulmate. Manifesting. Waiting for the perfect timing. There it is there. That's what you want. You want the passion. You're waiting for somebody. You're waiting for the universe to grant you your manifestation. And if you guys are already manifesting someone that you already know, and you guys know that you already have a love, and you're trying to build it together, then you're waiting for the perfect timing for you and this other person to come together. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is a little bit different. It's either one or the other. And that's definitely what's going on. Why your person hasn't left? Insecurities. I already see that, guys. Codependencies and insecurities. 100. You can see that right there. Sorry, that's what it is. Yeah, 100. Toxic ties. Codependency. You see? I mean, the devil just came right out. Codependency is, you know this. Insecurities, codependencies, they're not leaving. They would never leave. They would never leave. There's, even if you guys don't get along, there's too much stability in the area of money, comfortable, uncomfortable. You're not going to leave because of those things. I mean, shit, this is crazy. It says you could have even had infidelity. You could have even cheated on this person. They still won't leave. Literally. I mean, literally, that's how codependent it is. I mean, that's just, Spirit's way of saying, and it could be a possibility. Maybe even now you're like, man, I even tried to cheat on them. They wouldn't leave me alone. Who knows, right? But the whole point is that they're not leaving because they are insecure. They are codependent. They may even have destructive behavior. There may be some kind of addiction to you or alcohol, things of that nature, right? But the deception is crazy because maybe they were even deceptive towards you, but the deception mostly is just them knowing that you just really are not passionate about them, that you just do not love them like that anymore. You might have love for them because they'd be like the mother of your children. You might have, I still care about you, but I'm not in love with you, and they know this. Okay. So no matter what, it's some kind of self-destructive behavior, whether it's emotional or actual action, right? Maybe even 2 in 1. Maybe their drinking makes them codependent and insecure. Take that how it resonates. Getting out these other cards. I'm just going to kind of put this right here because that's for someone. So on the love over here, we have the silver waterfall coming out. Wow. And that's just talking about the healing and where the healing begins for the blessings. Once you start healing from the situation, then the blessings really start coming through. Once you really start taking on this healing, guys, over here, then this is where, you're really going to start seeing the hope for whatever it is you really want in a new relationship to really start coming forward. You look at that for love. And really bringing in that self-love as well. Don't forget about the self-love. Because through love comes self-love, through healing. So it's almost like Spirit is like, I want you to, yes. Then with that comes the self-respect. And this is when you'll be able to walk out that door. See, because what it's talking about is once the healing really starts and you really start having this understanding of what healing really is, and then the self-love really starts coming through, then the self-respect says, I don't deserve this. Wait a minute. What am I doing? Wait, huh? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I allowing you to do this to me? Why am I keeping myself in a relationship that has no love? Where's the cuddles? Where's the snuggles? Where's you self-respecting me? Right? I want someone who, I want self-respect, and I want somebody who also has self-respect. There's we want somebody, and this person doesn't, seem to have it. Right? And this will allow you to start dating. This will actually bring in that person that you want, bringing in that manifestation. But you're going to have to go through all these little things first. Right? So definitely, then it's almost like, okay, here we go. So then you can start that. Then, universe will bring in what you need. And what are they bringing in? Let's see. Need some cards over here. Whoa, what's that? Getting to know each other. Oh, worth waiting for. Yep, see, there it is. And that's what it is too, though. Somebody that you can trust. Wow. So that's very beautiful, and that's what's coming in once you go through the steps, right? Because then you'll have this kind of like self-awakening and this, self-awareness of, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Why am I living in an unrequited love? Why am I doing this to myself? And that's really what it is. You're hurting yourself. And I think all this time for a lot of you, you don't leave them because you're afraid you're hurting them. But then it comes to this point in your life where it's like, by you holding on to something because you don't want to hurt them, you're hurting yourself even more so, guys, than you're hurting them. They need to find their own way. They need to find their own love. They need to go on their own journey, right? Because this cannot work. Why do you want to live in a life of unrequited love? How long are you going to be here? If you're waiting for everything in the world forever, you might be here till death. What kind of life is that to live? Let's get out. We want fun. We want to have things. We want to get out there. Explore life. Explore love. There's so much beautiful love out there, and you're holding yourself back because maybe you're afraid that you're going to upset this person. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hurt them, right? But you're refusing to see the bigger picture, refusing to see that this is, that this is the way it has to be. This could have been some kind of karmic tie. You guys have learned your life lessons. If they haven't learned the life lessons yet, that's not your fault, right? And I think that in love, we like to take everybody else's stuff and try to, right, bring it on ourselves. You need a tower. Allow the tower to fall. Allow that to happen so that you can bring in beautiful new love, a beautiful new imprints, a beautiful new, everything, something that you can nurture, something you can grasp, something you can love, something can love you back. The way true love really is. Now there it is, giving and receiving. Bam. That's a big one for Pisces anyways. So bringing your daydreams into reality. Let's do this, right? There's a lot of underwater things going on in your mind. The fantasies, we just need to release the master, the person who's controlling this. And the person who's controlling this, you guys, is your person. But it's not even really your person, it's their energy. So you need to release that energy and say, no, you cannot keep me in this box. No. Kind of reminds me of the, I don't know if you guys ever watched Jack and the Beanstalk. They had he kept that little harp for ever, right? The singing harp. That's what it was. Kept her entrapped, she never could do what she needed to do in life. She was always trapped in this little box. For his own sake. And they're trapping your heart. For their own. But they don't really want to do anything with it. It's more of it feels like an ownership, like they're in control. Because of their insecurities and their codependencies. So they keep you trapped, and then you get sad, oh my God, but they can't do anything without me. If I leave them, they're going to be out in the cold. If I leave them, you see what I'm saying? they're going to end up homeless, or they're going to, you know what I'm saying? You could not deal with something like that. But then again, you're trapping yourself with your own worries of worrying about what they're going to do. And yes, that's horrifying. But sometimes they need to get out and they have their own journey and they have their own things that they have to do. They need to pick up their own life and pick up their own pace. You can't just live for them, because then it makes you sad. It makes you not on your journey. So you manifest. And maybe you are manifesting that, you know what, that they don't, you know what I mean? That they don't have this horrible life without you, right? Who's to say you can't manifest both? New love and for them to be okay. But right now, feeling alone is not the way to live. And you know, it's crazy. They feel the same, but yet they're so attached to you. They don't really worry about it as long as they feel stable. They feel like they have kind of everything though, guys, because because they feel like they're in control of the situation. Wow. And by manifesting, you're bringing in this beautiful person, this new love, these new ideas and new datings and new things. Being able to get out there and live life. You only get one. And you're allowing this love, it's not even love anymore, to control every move you make. Yeah. You're going to have to find the acceptance and move on. And, you know, find the self-forgiveness, because I know for a lot of you, you're going to be like, and I'm so sorry. I didn't, you know, it's like I didn't want it to work this way. But this is the way it has to be completed so that you can have a new cycle, the cycle that you deserve. The cycle that empowers you to find the love that you need. Bring back what you need. Finding maybe new marriage, new home, new proposals, new love. Somebody who actually loves you. Look at that beautiful Knight of Cups coming in. Yes, this gives you the good fortune and the Wheel of Fortune. Otherwise, you can stay here. If you want to stay there, it's up to you. And feel cold. Feel cold and unloved and all these things. Guys, find that healing within yourself to go find truly what your soul really wants. This is not for you, and it's definitely not for your soul. Your soul's already learned what it needed to learn. Your soul's going, I've already learned this. I learned that we were in love. This doesn't work. Karmic ties are done, and it's time to move on. Pisces, can we move on now? And you're like, oh, no, I don't know yet. We have children, or I'm waiting for this other person, or I can't leave them because they're too codependent. They're going to fall, and I can't watch them fall because I still love them. I'm just not in love with them. You see what I'm saying? But you're giving all these excuses, and your soul's saying, what's up with all the excuses, Pisces? We have a life to live, and you're imprisoning yourself. I mean, literally imprisoning yourself. You're not even in prison, but you might as well be, because you've imprisoned yourself. Okay, so let's not do that. Let's go and do the things we need to do. Get that love that's, you know what? There's, like I said, there's so much love out there. Be the zebra. Let go of your fear and know that you are safe and protected at all times. The universe has your back. We already see that with the Wheel of Fortune. Because the Wheel of Fortune is telling you this is time. The cycle is changing. The cycle has been changed, you guys. You've just been holding on for your dear life, or someone else's dear life, or, you know what I mean, for a long time. I think for a lot of you, it's been a while. And I think you tried to fix the situation. It's just not working. I really do feel like, you know what, we try to fix this, and it just doesn't work, and now I'm just, like, done. Oh, I love this. And this is a great card for you. It is a great card for all water signs. is indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. And also using this, to get to your manifestations, because you know what? That Neptune in you, your planet always wants you to daydream. It always wants you to use your magical side of yourself, really digging deep within the situation, really making those, affirmations, making those manifestations really come into light and really come into play. So dream and dream big. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not telling you ask for a unicorn. Unicorns don't exist. But you know what I'm saying, right? You know that no matter what, no matter how magical, I think the point is you're not going to ask for something that's unrealistic like a unicorn, obviously. But I think that sometimes you think that maybe having another person come in that could love you and really treat you good, maybe you think sometimes that's just a unicorn. But that's not true. That's not true. That's where the real magic comes in, is where you think something might not be good that could be realistic. You're giving it the unrealistic. That's for some of you, not all of you. Okay. Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. And until next time, peace and love. Bye bye.